doing? I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe. Currently with all the stuff going on, hopefully that it passes soon. But I wanted to come to you guys and talk about some things that you need to start a business. Now, just so you guys know, disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm just kind of taking you guys on the journey with me to be on starting a business, and also just to be telling you guys what are some of the steps that I've taken to start my business. And I'm also still learning. You always learn as you go with businesses. I've had other business ventures, so it kind of helped me with this one in a sense. But I just wanted to take with you guys and let you guys hear, because I think right now is a time to actually start a business. Granted, a lot of time people are thinking, oh my goodness, is this the time? I don't have the money. But really, this is actually, I think, the perfect time to set up your business plan and figure out what you're gonna do to be able to launch your business. So I do have some steps, and hopefully they help you guys just as much as they help me. So I'm just gonna grab my coffee, because I gotta have my coffee. And guys, sorry about the background. Like I really gotta get something, this backdrop, because right now I'm just using a wall. So here we go. So I have all my notes, and I keep all my notes in this book. It says, work hard, dream big. Definitely motivation there. So let's get into it. And yeah. So the first thing you need to do to start a business is obviously think of a business name. Now, the reason why you need to think of a business name is because of the next step. Now, what I like to do, because if you try to figure out a business name, it does kind of consume your mind quite a bit. So what I like to do is, or what I did, I had a piece of paper and I said, my business, this is what I want my business known as. I want it known as this, or I want it known as, I don't know, its style. For example, my mission was to make people feel confident, feel good about what they wore. So I wrote these little different words. I just put different words on a piece of paper, and if I could get one word, nowadays it's hard to get one word because you need that for your domain as well. So I put all these names on this paper, and every time I'd go back and forth, I wouldn't like sit there staring at the paper. I would literally take the time, sorry, it's raining out there. I would look at the paper and I'll walk away, and maybe 20 minutes later, go back, look at the paper, whatever word did not call out to me, I would just check it off. And then I came down to my last two words, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like that, you know, and I put it together. So you kind of start seeing, as you're checking them off, what speaks to you, whether it has a ring or not. Now, you need to have that name because you need to do step number 2, and that's to register your business. You need to register your business. It is highly important because you have to have a business license and you have to have a seller's permit. Some states incorporates the seller's permit and business license, and you just need that one. And then some places you need a separate one, so you need a business license and a seller's permit. So you definitely have to go check in your laws of your state. You could do, I think it's a controller's office, or you could or just type in Google business license for the state that you're in. So that's that. And then third, you also, some places do require you to register with IRS. So when you get your business license, you get an EIN number, and that EIN number helps you to register for bank accounts. Sometimes you'll be able to get personal loans with that. You just have to have an EIN number. So, and then it also helps if you're having taxes, or if you have employees, you have to have that number so the IRS can track it, right? Now that takes us on to number 4, and again, that is a bank account. Like, you need that EIN number, and that's gonna open your bank account. Now, it's good to have a bank account separate from your regular bank account, because you want to be able to track how much sales and how much money you're making. And guys, I am kind of like, I'm gonna stop there because I did not mention that. Let's go back to step number 2. When you register your business, you could register for a sole proprietorship, or you could do an LLC. The difference between those is sole proprietorship is it's cheaper for one, and then 2, Usually you could just use it, a business name under your name. But guys, you need to know that a sole proprietorship, I cannot say that word, I don't know why. So just know that if something happens in your business and you get sued, they could go after your personal assets with that sole proprietorship. Rather than an LLC, they will just go after your business assets. So personally, I think that LLC is much better if you can afford it. But if you can't afford it and you just start off with a sole proprietorship and then you start making a little bit of change, I definitely would go right. So if you can start off with a sole proprietorship and then transfer to the LLC, I definitely would do that, and I highly recommend that. So now let's go back to the bank account. You want to make sure you keep that separate. You don't want to be tapping into your bank account money or your business money, and you want to make sure you can track the sales and see how much you're making. So it's definitely highly, highly, highly recommendable that you get yourself a bank account for your business, okay? So now this is optional. I highly recommend it, but many don't think of it. They think it's more money, and it is more money, but trademark. If you know that your business is going to take off, or your stylist might be just one of a kind, or whatever the case is, trademark. Even just trademarking your name. So, short story. So, I have a business, and it's I have my business name, and I didn't think that nobody would even use that business name. And then I start noticing that in people in the same field of business, which is fitness, and fitness services for meal prep plans, one-on-one training, just personal training, general apparel, things like that. Yeah, guys, I noticed I was actually because I was doing a mentorship, and I was looking, and I noticed they used my business name. Now I didn't say anything because at the time I didn't have that name registered. So I was looking, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this person just used my business name that I have, and I know it's available because I checked if it was available. I just couldn't afford to get the business name. So it's available, and I'm like, okay, if this person is using that word, several people just using it in a sentence, I know it's highly, highly, highly searchable, okay? So I hurried up, and I registered it. Now registering it doesn't necessarily protect your brand name in a sense. It's just saying that you're registered under it. Now when you trademark it, it's saying no one could use that name, period. Nobody could use it. Just like if you're trademarking a style, nobody could use that but you. Then it becomes more legal issues after that. So definitely trademark your name if you feel like your name could be easily taken. So do it. Same with even your logo. At the same time, you would definitely go to the website and look up trademarking for the state that you're in. In Washington, they have it all in one page, so that makes it so much easier. I'm not sure about other states. Other states and even countries. I know Canada and BC, they do it the same way, but BC is different. You have to go by the cities. Okay, so there's that. If you guys want, definitely the next thing I would do is get a business email, because you want all your information, whether it's just business inquiries. You want all that information to go to just that email. You don't want to have your other email and get it scattered into your personal stuff. Just separate it, because it makes it so much easier. You don't have to get right away for example, Shalonda at dreambody.com. You don't have to do that. You could do a Gmail. Just start off with a Gmail. And if you want to go, professional afterwards, after some sales, or you start making more money, if you have the income, then do it, okay? But if you can cut costs just for now, I definitely would do it that way. Sorry guys, I'm getting a next thing is content and marketing. This is actually I was gonna actually do this in another video, but I would actually enable to do like some of the content. If you have products, I would definitely take that in consideration. Use that for your content, and make sure you have a separate social media. I have a social media. I have a fitness social media, but I also started another social media specifically for my brand. I will be sharing it on my regular social media, but I also will be kind of using those pictures also to be on my business social media. Sorry, I was thinking. Anyway, so do it that way, because I mean, you could also go back and forth, and you could be able to, you know, put a website or say, hey, go follow my other social media. It's nice because you're kind of playing off, I mean, and even then, even if you have a small following, it's better than anything. It's nice to show that you actually have this social media is all your fitness, like, oh, sorry, not your fitness, all your business stuff and your inventory and stuff like that. Do whatever. If you want to open a box, like, oh, look, we're getting new inventory coming in, and show the box on your stories and open it, just give it a sneak peek. And then if you sorry and then if you have it on that, sorry people, I just got distracted. I have it on that, show your boxes, but then use your regular social media to just show off your clothes or your accessories or anything like that. So kind of just so it aligns, guys. It aligns. You're using one social media to show it off, you're using the other social media to display it. Okay. The next thing I would do is definitely have a website for your products and where you're going to sell it. I know Instagram now has the shopping tab on if you have a business account, but that is not Instagram is not your website, guys. So make sure you have an actual website. There is, if you're not good with setting up websites, I definitely highly recommend Shopify. It is $29 a month, but right now it is 90 days free. So I definitely would do that. And then I would definitely look into, I mean, there is, what is it? Wix, there is WordPress. There's another one. I think it's eSquare, but all those, I mean, it really depends on your style. I know WordPress, you do a lot more as far as setting up your website. That's too much for me. So I actually just did Shopify. It was so much easier. It was easier to search products. It was easier to add apps and help, you know, optimize your website. And then even if you guys can't do that, you could go on Fiverr. And Fiverr, you could just hire somebody to do it for you, tell them what you want. Granted, just always know that it's not always going to be like the greatest. It's not always going to be the greatest. Some of them do charge a pretty penny and do a horrible job. So definitely, if you're going to pay somebody, don't hesitate to be like, you need to fix this. Like, you need to fix it. Like, that's not how I want it. Fix it. You could also use Fiverr for your logo, which I did. I spent like $15. And I got a good logo. I told him what I wanted. I wanted the colors, and he sent me a couple before. I didn't like it. It wasn't what I thought. And yeah, there was a little bit of fixings he needs to do. On my logo, there's a crown, and it wasn't the crown that I wanted. He put a crown like it was like a little kid's crown, like a princess. That's not what I wanted. I ain't no princess. I'm a queen, and my clients and my customers are queens. We don't want little girl princesses crowns, okay? Anyways, so that's that. Sorry guys, give me a second. So there's that. So definitely get yourself a website. I highly recommend Shopify. It's a lot easier. The next thing I would say is inventory. This is a whole nother video, but I'm just gonna put it out there. Inventory is highly, and I'm gonna use an example, okay? Inventory is highly, give me a second. Gosh, okay, so loud. Okay, so the next thing is inventory. I am a big fan of being hands-on with my products. I will not just I will not just put it on my website and not have it. I mean, that's technically drop shipping, another video, but I like to know what my customers are getting. And if that puts off my business for a little bit, then so be it. But I want to know what my customers are getting, because I don't want to be known as cheap stuff, because that's not what my brand is about. So for example, I ordered these and they were really cute online. Now the thing is like, you can get stuff from AliExpress right now. With the whole COVID, everything is delayed, so you have to keep that in mind. But AliExpress, some of the clothes look really good on there, but you also have to take in consideration is they are using pictures from other people, and a lot of other companies have already like put in the type of fabric, changed up the different fabric. So I ordered this one and it looked really cute. I didn't take any pictures. I might have to take pictures so I can show you guys on me. But they look really cute, but it did not look like this in the picture. So for example, so these are the leggings. Well, that's that. So these are the leggings, right? On the picture, they look pretty thick, okay? But I know how I like my leggings to feel on me when I go to the gym. So in the picture, you cannot tell that, so you cannot tell on the person that these are actually see-through. And it's literally, that's how cheap it is, right? So had I not ordered samples, guys, my customers would not be happy. They would not be happy, because I was not happy. I wasn't happy with the quality, and I wasn't happy the way that it looked. I know for a fact my customers would not be happy. So it's good to get samples. And I ordered them in, see, I ordered 2 colors, right? Red and pink. And I do like the colors, but I don't like the material. So that means for me, if I want to keep this particular, and you know, me being a short person, a petite person, it fits around my butt area. But being a short person, the length and the crotch area is not okay. That's not how I want my clothes to fit. That's not okay. So that means if I want to keep these, I have to take this off. I have to do some adjustments, literally. So yeah, there's that. So definitely make sure you get some samples before you start putting it on your website, because if you get some stuff and you just put it on your website and without even trying it yourself, whether it's lashes, because I know how I like my lashes to fit. So whether it's lashes, whether it's lip gloss, whatever the case is, and you don't try it before putting it on your site, you're not gonna know what your customer is talking about when they receive it and they don't like it. Because yeah. So yes, just spend, I know it's money, but spend the extra money and get your samples. These ones particular, I just bought. I have another, which I'll do another video. I have more inventory coming, and it actually has my logos and stuff like that, because I wanted to see what it looks like. And hopefully those are a lot better than these ones, because I was not impressed with these. I did like the style, but I was not impressed with them. They're super, super thin. This is not for people who work out, so I would have to change the fabric entirely to make it work for somebody. You know, if I was sweating in this, it would look like, yeah. So guys, yeah, so if you see how disappointed I am with these samples, I know my customers would be highly disappointed. Like, it's a waste of money. So inventory, definitely spend the money. Yeah, just spend the money. Don't go and spend the money and just say, you know, I'm gonna get a bulk of this, unless you know about that buy or that vendor, especially they have good quality. Don't buy bulk, just get a sample. Samples are a lot more expensive. So unless you want to see what it looks like with your logo and stuff on it, I would definitely just buy, either go on AliExpress or go on Alibaba. I'm sorry, I got these from Alibaba, not AliExpress, sorry. And just buy the singles without your logo, and then you just spend the extra money, right? for your logo. So yes, so guys, that's what I have for you guys today. This is technically like my journey. I'm just kind of going through it with you guys on what I'm going through right now. And especially again with the inventory, and it's crazy with the whole COVID because literally delaying packages by weeks. So you have to also take that in consideration. So guys, I hope this was helpful. I will be back with you guys when I get my inventory in, and I would definitely do some an inventory haul with you guys, and I will be trying on products so you guys can see what these products look, because my first expression will be your guys' first expression on what I see and what I look for in my clothing in general. So guys, I hope this helps. Again, I will definitely link in whatever I mentioned in the video as far as like websites and logos and stuff like that. I would definitely mention it in my description. So you guys, thank you again for coming and stopping by and being in this part of this journey with me. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon, and hopefully it will be when my inventory gets here. If not, you'll see me on another video. All right, you all, besos, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.